Hello, I'm Lara Kulcharsan, and this is Newsfeed, your dose of what people are talking about online. The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. The ICC says there are reasonable grounds to suspect war crimes and crimes against humanity were committed in Gaza over the past year. The impact of these warrants will partly depend on which of the ICC's 124 member states, which do not include Israel or its biggest ally, the United States, decides to enforce them. The White House has rejected the ICC's decision, calling it outrageous, while several European nations expressed respect for the court's rulings.
These arrest warrants are for the war crimes and crimes against humanity of starvation, murder, persecution, directing attacks against civilians, and other inhumane acts. These arrest warrants come the day after the United States voted to continue sending weapons to Israel.
Benjamin Netanyahu came out and said that his arrest warrant was anti-Semitic. I'm not joking, that's what he said.
8 countries so far have committed to enforcing the ICC arrest warrant, including Belgium, Canada, France, Italy, Ireland, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and Spain.
If Netanyahu ever came to the UK, then our Prime Minister, right now Keir Starmer, would be legally obliged to arrest him. Imagine having to arrest the guy who you've been selling weapons to because of the crimes they've been committing with the weapons you sold. And yes, I know, obviously this means that the likelihood of him actually going to a country that's a signatory of the ICC, where the arrest warrant would apply, is lower now, but I do like the idea of his movements being restricted, almost like he's in his own little open-air prison.
Despite the arrest warrant, the Israeli army has continued its bombardment of Gaza. It's also renewed strikes on Beirut's southern suburbs, hours after issuing evacuation orders. While many Palestinians welcome the news of Netanyahu's arrest warrant, they doubt any action will be taken.
This decision has come very late. Netanyahu is dealing with the Gaza Strip with complete barbarism and terrorism. In the Gaza Strip, did the 2-year-old child participate in October the 7th? He did not participate in October the 7th. Did I participate in October the 7th? No, I did not.
These leaders are above the law on international level because this is a weak international court. This is a rough court and its rules cannot be implemented. This is an international court and cannot implement these on weak nations. Even if this arrest warrant issued, this has come late.
From the suffering in Gaza to the effects of Russia's war in Ukraine, tensions are escalating across Europe. Now, investigators are racing to solve a new mystery. 2 undersea internet cables in the Baltic Sea were severed just hours apart this week. While US officials suggest it might have been an accident, European leaders suspect foul play. On November 17, the key cable between Lithuania and Sweden's Gotland Islands went down. By the next day, another critical connection linking Finland to Germany also failed. The Baltic Sea is a major commercial shipping route bordered by 9 countries, including Russia, and they're all now on high alert.
This isn't just a technical issue. It's a potential threat to our national security. The fiber optic cables, crucial for communication and data transfer, have suffered damage that can't be easily explained.
This disruption impacts everything from internet connectivity to military communications. The Swedish and Danish navies are on high alert. Investigations are underway pointing to potential foul play. But who did it and why? Authorities have not yet identified the culprits, but the stakes are high. These cables are lifelines for information and security. Reports say the cables were cut at a strategic point. The damage is extensive. It could take weeks or even months to fully repair.
Let's shift gears to Bitcoin now, which topped $99,000 for the first time on Friday. Already, the world's biggest and best-known cryptocurrency has more than doubled this year. The surge is fueled by optimism over US President-elect Donald Trump and his crypto-friendly stance. Investors are betting on looser regulations under Trump. There are also reports that Trump Media and Technology Group, which operates Truth Social, is close to an all-stock acquisition of Bakkt, which is a key player in the crypto industry. Trump, who's promised to support digital assets, has an ambitious dream: to make the United States the crypto capital of the world and to accumulate a national stockpile of Bitcoin. The growing excitement has left many with FOMO, the fear of missing out. And for those who are novice, social media influencers have been their primary source of information. One such influencer has found himself in hot water for apparently misleading fans. That's Logan Paul, who is accused of promoting investments without revealing he had a financial interest in them.
Logan Paul just orchestrated one of the biggest scams in YouTube history. So 2 years ago, Logan announced an exciting, brand new, earth-shattering game that was going to change the crypto and NFT space for forever. It was called Crypto Zoo. The only problem is that the game didn't actually work. And on top of that, once people realized that the game didn't do what it said it was going to do, they started selling their zoo en masse, causing the entire cryptocurrency to crash and everyone to lose their money. Well, not everyone. You see, some of the founders and the people in Logan's inner circle, they made millions. I mean, it's like an Avengers he's assembled of fraudsters and supervillains. You've got Eddie Ibanez, who lied about going to MIT, who said that he was responsible for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, who said that he's an orphan, when actually all these things are a complete lie. He was the head of development, and he made millions by cashing out. You've got Jake Crypto King, whose name and face just make me want to vomit immediately, who was already involved in a previous Logan Paul scam, being the advisor to it all. And now you literally have thousands of fans who have lost thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So much for the redemption arc and resurrection story of Logan Paul.
This next story is one that we went big on a few months back. It's about the beauty queen who found herself at the center of Citizenship Row in South Africa. And what a fairy tale ending it's been for Miss Chidima Adetshina, who's had a rough ride to glory. She's emerged as the first runner-up at the recently concluded contest in Mexico, bagging the Miss Universe Africa and Oceania title. Adetshina sparked controversy earlier this year when South African authorities accused her mother of identity fraud to gain nationality. And it all started when she attempted to compete for Miss South Africa. Many denounced her because of her paternal Nigerian heritage. After weeks of trolling and xenophobic abuse on social media, Adetshina dropped out of the race. But in a dramatic twist, she was welcomed to compete for Miss Nigeria, which she won.
I don't think I've healed from it, but I think I've forgiven the whole situation and I've acknowledged it. So I think now, moving forward, it's all about healing. It's all about tapping into those emotions because there are certain things that I also can't say because obviously everybody is watching and listening to what I say. But there are things that I have within my heart because I am only human at the end of the day. So I feel like these are the things that I'll be able to only say to my therapist and just let out all those emotions as well that are clouded in my heart.
A virtual singer, Maya Blue, powered by AI, is sparking a conversation about the future of music in Africa.
I will rise like the sun in the night.
Created by Nigerian producer Eclipse Nikasi, Maya Blue sings with a soul, according to her Instagram, but her existence raises questions about the role of AI in African music. While AI's reliance on Western data sources raises concerns about cultural appropriation and the erasure of African heritage, Nikasi sees potential in AI's growth on the continent. He is experimenting with it, but others worry about how AI could pass off African sounds without giving credit to their origin. African artists already struggle with piracy and often suffer from poor compensation. AI could worsen these problems unless new copyright laws are developed to account for this digital age. Nikasi's struggle to make Maya Blue's image authentically African also highlights the challenges AI faces in representing local culture. Despite these hurdles, there is a growing belief that AI could offer opportunities for Africa, but only if the industry adapts and secures better financing. AI voice scams are on the rise, fueled by rapid advancements in voice cloning technology. This year, reports revealed that 1 in 4 adults worldwide had encountered or been exposed to these scams. Experts now warn that voice cloning tech is outpacing legal safeguards as it evolves to mimic even the smallest human intonations, pauses, and breaths.
Picture this. You're in this cozy kitchen, right? The sun's peeking through the curtains, giving that warm glow. You can almost smell the aroma of fresh coffee brewing. There's this gentle hum of the fridge in the background, kind of soothing, you know? And maybe there's a bit of chatter as someone's flipping pancakes on the stove.
High-profile names like Jennifer Aniston, Oprah Winfrey, and Kylie Jenner have already fallen victim to voice cloning fraud. And the alarm bells are getting louder. This week, beloved nature documentary maker David Attenborough expressed outrage after discovering his cloned voice had been used for partisan US news bulletins.
In my long life, I've been lucky enough to travel to almost every part of the globe. Former President Donald Trump's transition team is reportedly compiling a list of current and former US military officers who were involved in the 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Attenborough slammed the use of AI to clone his voice, calling it a theft of his identity and a betrayal of his lifelong commitment to truth. Earlier this year, Scarlett Johansson had a similar shock. In May, OpenAI unveiled a voice model eerily close to hers.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
Scarlett Johansson is threatening legal action against OpenAI for their Sky voice, claiming it bears an uncanny resemblance to her own. She alleges that OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, approached her last September to lend her voice to the project. After consideration, Johansson declined. However, 9 months later, she discovered that Sky sounded suspiciously similar to her, and she isn't happy about it.
Johansson expressed her shock and anger upon hearing the demo, saying even her closest friends couldn't tell the difference. How much would you pay for a banana? In New York, one sold for a staggering $6.2 million. The banana, part of a conceptual art piece called Comedian by Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan, was snapped up by cryptocurrency entrepreneur Justin Sun on Wednesday. The artwork features a single banana bought for just 35 cents that day, duct taped to a wall. The comedian first made waves in 1929, going viral and sparking debates about the definition of art. Sun says he plans to eat the banana as part of the artistic experience in the coming days. Its value lies in the idea, not the fruit itself. The artwork came with instructions for replacing the banana when it rots or is gobbled up. And that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.